The characters and events depicted in this podcast is for mere entertainment. Any similarity to actual persons, living or dead, or going through their third surgery is purely coincidental. Listen at your own risk.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Somos the Next Generation. Believe it or not, this is like the third take I have, or the third take that I've been doing right now. So, my application here in my computer was not recording or had an error or an issue, so it wasn't recording. And I have to use this audio here because unfortunately, and for some odd reason, the audio in my camera kind of stopped working. So it does pick up the audio, but it's just not according to my standards. The audio is kind of bleh. It's kind of bad. So it's like if I'm talking away, or yes, I have the camera at a distance, so that's kind of the audio that you take from that. So it's obviously, for me, it's very important that the audio is recorded from this computer and through the mic, because it gives a better audio for the video itself and just in general. But anyways, let's go back to my intro, my normal intro, my Somos intro as I called it. Welcome back to another episode, and I hope you guys have been enjoying the episodes that I've been reposting lately. It almost seems like I'm trying to do double features, which is kind of cool because it changes up the routine a little bit. It gives it a different feeling as opposed to having new episodes every Friday. But it's only because like I've been talking about in the past few episodes, it's only because I've been crazy busy with work, and with my boss out, I kind of took over the story in a sense for 2 weeks, and it's been a bitch, to be honest. But she's back. I honestly, it was like, thank God you're back. Here's the story. It's falling apart, but it's all yours now. So off my hands, like I can breathe for a little bit now. I can breathe a little more. I actually felt a little relief at the fact that she's back now, because the responsibility is not all mine now. Like anything that goes wrong, anything that's going wrong, it's like, hey, the boss is here, talk to her. So I don't have to deal with that anymore. But anyways, I hope you guys have been enjoying those double features. I think it's a pretty cool idea. So I may or may not be continuing doing that, for instance. But this week is going to be just a single episode. And it's I'm gonna talk about toxicity. That's my main topic for this episode. I'm gonna talk about toxic relationships. It's something that has been brought up to me in the past couple of days. Something that it's been bugging me, and I've been wanting to talk about. In a sense, I have not been able to talk to the person about it, but then, I think there's no point, because it's just somewhere where she wants to be, and I'm just gonna say this as a friend. You can only say so much, you can only do so much. If they want to be in a toxic relationship, then that they want to be in that toxic relationship. Like, you really can't do anything. You're not the person who will decide their life, in a sense. Like, that's the life they wanna live, and by all means. So before I get to that full conversation, I do want to say that throughout your life, you do come across a lot of people. You come across acquaintances, co-workers, friends. You make friends. You meet their partners. You meet their relationship. They meet yours. And some of those relationships last, and others not so much. And just being in a toxic relationship sometimes means that you're just accustomed to that lifestyle, and sometimes it's not really it's not really that you love the person. I think it's more that you're just used to that life that you got with that person, and that's all you know.
And unfortunately, you know, not unfortunately, the truth is that that's not just what there is in a relationship. There's more to a relationship, and there's more for you out there. Um, but in my life, I've met a bunch of people. I mean, again, you do come across a lot of people. You see relationships here and there. Um, you see relationships as a kid, with the acquaintances and the friends of your parents and the friends, or even family members, your parents, this and that, so in general. So you come across an idea of, their relationships. I know for a fact, I know one toxic relationship for sure that's in the family, and that's also a lost case, to be honest. Um, it is lifestyle that they want to live. It's lifestyle they know, and I know sometimes the reasoning is that they don't have anybody out there. And to be fair, or to be honest, brutally honest, that's the worst excuse you can give to yourself. It's just the fact that you don't want to leave it, because that's what you used to. But you gotta know when you have to walk away from a toxic relationship because it's not safe either for you, neither for the people around you, and if you have kids, they're not. It's not safe and sane for them either. So you may or may not be alone out here because it can be troublesome. Believe me, I know if sometimes for single mothers it is hard, but you are you're able to make it. You People are independent, and you can be independent as well. So in terms of this relationship that I'm talking about, like, I'm sure some of you may or may not know who, but it's just the fact that this person is you know putting all this effort. She's working like 12 to 16 hours a day to try and make you know money. I know they're a big family, and the fact that she's like killing herself to working these two jobs, 12 hours a day, 16 hours a day. I think it's stupid. It is so stupid. Not only because she has three kids now that are of age that can get a job that can help out. They're still living at home, so therefore they can also help out with the rent, with bills here and there, do this and do that. And if they're not willing to do something, they can get the fuck out. That's just simply how it works. There's no need. As a parent, I feel like you know, you help out your kids up until they're able to help themselves, up until the point where they can be independent. Until then, I feel like that's where you can, you know, that's the time where you gotta let them go. In a sense, they have to be independent. They gotta learn to be independent because otherwise, they're just gonna be some useless slob, couch potato that doesn't do shit, and that's not what you want to do either. So this lady, like, she's working the two jobs, 16 hours a day. They live in what I think a 2 bedroom like house, like a small like those back houses or whatever. Um, 2 bedroom with like six, seven, 8 people in there and a baby, and it's like how or why would you put yourself in that situation? The husband doesn't do shit. Hasn't done shit. I've known this family like since I've been a kid, and I have I've known their story for such a long time that it's frustrating to know, and it's frustrating for I guess in a sense for my parents or for my mom that's a little more emotionally concerned and gets emotionally I guess not attached, but she has a huge heart, um, but like this family, you've seen it. That husband is useless. I guess people think differently, but I would have kicked him out a long time ago. Like, get the fuck out of here. If you didn't bring anything to the table, get the fuck out of here. I don't need you. You don't need us. Bye. Um, but I feel like she's just accustomed to that, and that's what the toxic relationship is. You gotta leave that. But my main, my main couple for this relationship, and god damn it, this stopped recording again. So I'm gonna try and talk as loud as possible so y'all can hear me in that camera. Unfortunately, this is all I gotta do. Unfortunately, this isn't recording correctly, and I don't know why. So we're just gonna pick up from here. We're gonna just keep an eye on it. I'm not sure what's wrong with it, but let's just keep going. Oh well, this is just it's not cooperating with me today, and I think I already talked for about, I don't know, 10 minutes or maybe a little less than that. But anyways, my main concern, something that has been brought up lately, and it's a conversation I've been kind of trying to avoid. I see it on social media. I see all these love posts and happy anniversary, and they send me flowers. Oh, dinner dates, this and that. Oh, so beautiful. And I just think that's just being hugely hypocrites. It's sad and it sucks. And it might sound like I'm a really bad friend, but I have my shit to do. Like, I have my own shit to deal with, and the fact that I have to worry about this other person, that they're just a lost case. They're a lost case as well. You've talked to them, you've been there, trying to help out, trying to give them the best advice and here and there, and they just don't want to listen. Now, there've been talks about restraining orders. There've been talk about obsession, about following them, about changing numbers, and trying to find custody and this and that, and it all, like, friend, if you see this, I'm sorry for what I'm gonna say. If you know who I'm I'm talking about you, then I'm sorry, but you just look stupid in front of everybody, and you make everybody else look stupid because you're back with this person who at some point you wanted to put a restraining order, who at some point you saw that they were following you, that they became obsessed with you, that they've been like just following you around, and this person has treated you bad in the past. It almost, it made you attempt suicide. It killed you. This relationship is killing you, and now you guys are back with each other, and you guys are trying to show everybody. And they say that if you show off your relationship so much, and this is obviously just a popular opinion, whatever, everybody can, to each their own, everybody can do whatever they want, of course, whatever. But they say, if you show off your relationship so much on social media, it's because you guys want to show the world and pretend that you are that. You are this happy couple that, you guys are reunited, and you guys are the love of their, you guys are each other's love of their life, and this and that. And it's just, it's annoying. It's annoying. Perhaps people will take it as, oh, okay, that's so beautiful. They're giving themselves another chance and this and that. But not everybody knows the entire story. And perhaps I probably don't even know like 100% of the story. I don't know, maybe perhaps 80%, 85%, because I don't, and not even that. I probably don't even know that much because I'm not in that relationship. All I know from that relationship is what they've told, or what she has told me,
and what she has told her friends, and that's all we know. But we give her the benefit, we give her the benefit of the doubt because she's our friend and she's my longtime friend, and I care about her. But I think I'm just done. I'm done helping her out. I'm done caring about it. I will always be there, sure, but I'm not gonna be there as I was before because I think it's just a waste of my time, waste of my energy, trying to advise you and tell you that that relationship you decided to stick with, it's it's gonna end bad in the long run. How many times did you guys attempt to fix this relationship? This is like the third, fourth, fifth time that you guys do it. Now there's a baby coming up. And unfortunately, and it might sound horrifying, but it's a huge mistake. And I'm nobody to say that, but I think it's a huge mistake. That relationship is bad. And whatever relationship you guys are gonna bring that baby in this life, in this relationship, you know how much harm I feel you're gonna cause. I'm not worried about you guys anymore. There's a baby along the way now, and I just hope, for the sake of everybody, I just hope that kid doesn't suffer. And the kids that you guys have now, I hope they don't have any traumas in the near future. It might sound very, very dramatic, but it's just, I'm just tired. I'm tired of hearing about this relationship. I'm tired of seeing this relationship. It's stupid. Now I'm hearing from my other friend that you're asking her to delete all the conversations you guys have because you're trying to hide something. Why are you trying to hide something? I thought everything was, rainbows and colors and everything's beautiful now. The relationship is working again. The marriage is working again. Happy anniversary. Happy 10th anniversary. I don't know how long have you guys been together, but like, you know how stupid you seem? Like, you're trying to portray the world, or to the world, that you gave a million chance to this relationship, yet behind the walls or behind some messages, some deleted messages, you're making it seem like you're having the worst time of your life. You don't want to be in that relationship, yet you do want to be in the relationship, and in the long run, that toxic relationship, it's gonna keep hurting you. I hope any suicidal attempts does not happen again, but you have to learn to be independent. It might be easier to say it, or maybe I'm just, in a sense, I'm just very cold-hearted and very heartless, and just, I think more about me more than anybody else. But I think that way only because you can give it all your how do you say it? You could give it your, you could just put it all in the relationship, friendship wise, or love wise, or whatever. And in the long run, like, it's just you, in a sense. Now, you have to learn to understand that, of course, we worry. We worry because we're your friends. We care about the person. We care about her, and it's just not sane, to be honest. Toxic relationships are just not the best, and I feel like people need to understand that they can be alone, they can be independent. You have to learn to disattach, and you can do it. Anybody can do it. Okay, you have to learn just to be independent. But in terms of that relationship, I do wish you well. I wish that the relationship works out, but I'm as a friend, you get tired. I was afraid you just get tired of trying to hear the same thing over and over again. And once again, like, I have my own issues, I have my own problems, but I try not to talk about them so much, because in the long run, like, your friend is only going to advise you to a certain extent. And again, you're going to decide what to do. And that's what I'm tired of doing. I'm tired of giving advice and trying to help them out. Yet they do the entire opposite. It's just stupid. It's silly. Okay, anyways, I think I got so into this conversation that, like, I kind of just ranted out again. Thankfully my audio is still recording, so that's fantastic. But in terms of toxic relationships, it's just, I think it's hard for some people, and it's bad. I think more often than rare, you see a friend or acquaintance in a toxic relationship, and there's nothing really you can do about. What the fuck did I just say? There's nothing really you can do about it, and it is what it is. But anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna drop this episode here. I think I've spoken to myself. Oh, ya están hablando de mí. Somebody's talking about me. Anyways, that is that. I just wanted to let that out. It was just bugging me because my friend was bugging me about it, and it's like I've been telling that person too, like, just stop caring about that. Stop. It might sound like we're bad friends, but we've done enough, and they just don't want to turn their lives around, and it is what it is. That's where they want to be. So then be it. Oh well. So anyways, guys, thanks for listening to another rant here at Semus, the rant generation, the very ranty generation. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this entire season. It's a lot of just me talking, and it might be just about me talking for the rest of the podcast's life. But thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time, hopefully with a less ranty conversation. See you guys. Thank you.